Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just doing a little Mandela Effect video involving this Hellboy graphic novel from the first Hellboy story, Seed of Destruction. This particular version was printed out in 2003 to coincide with the second Hellboy movie, The Golden Army. And it has an interesting thing having to do with the whole Looney Tunes Mandela Effect. For those of you who don't know, there's people that clearly remember the Tunes and Looney Tunes being spelled as Toons. I'm one of those people. But if you Google Looney Tunes, you will see that it's actually spelled, and always has been spelled out, Tunes, Looney Tunes. Now, what confuses me about that is that there's also Tiny Toons, which is kind of a spin-off of Looney Tunes. Characters from Looney Tunes have actually appeared on Tiny Toons, but Tiny Toons is spelled Toons. And I haven't heard anybody mention anything about that. But also, so I could kind of back up Toons with Tiny Toons, but also Looney Tunes kind of stems off from Merry Melodies, which is the name of some of the old Warner Brothers cartoons, little segments and things like that. And melodies and tunes kind of stem from one another. So either way, I'm kind of on the fence on the whole Mandela Effect. I love conspiracy theories and all kinds of stuff, but the Mandela Effect is very interesting. But I think there's well, for the most part, there has to be some type of explanation. Well, anyways, this video is to show how people have different memories about a certain subject, and within this book, there's a great example of it. Okay, so bear with me. I have to try to get to the introduction. Okay, so this introduction is written by Robert Bloch. Okay, and right down here you see Looney Tunes. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to it. Right there, right underneath where it says 1944. I'll try to point to it right there. And it's spelled Tunes. Okay. Basically, it says, yeah, right, was not a sarcastic phrase used in 1944, nor was anyone or anything characterized as Looney Tunes. Okay, that's by Robert Bloch. Now, when you get into the story itself, just a few pages down, you get to see here, I'll try to point to a different spelling of tune, and it's referencing Looney Tunes again. In charge of this whole Looney Tune party is me. I'm trying to focus a little bit more on it. Alrighty, so we have the same book, and it has that division of two people remembering one particular subject very differently. This is Hellboy Volume 1, Seed of Destruction. Now, I'm not saying that this proves the Mandela Effect. It just proves that people remember things differently, and that can be contributed to Mandela Effect. But I still don't know. I don't think anybody out there has an exact answer, but we'll probably all figure it out together. And it's not as profound as the whole thing with the Volkswagen symbol changing within the movie, Back to the Future. It's nothing like that. Those two segments were written by two different people. One of them is, I guess, either the writer of the story or the writer of the script, and the other one is by the person who did the introduction. So Robert Block, and either John Byrne. Remember how Looney Tunes was spelled very differently. And how do you remember it, by the way? Put something down in the comments. Hit like and subscribe. Please stick around. Thank you.